Outside of the men who I am in a committed relationship with, I am probably talking to about 8 to 10 other men a week. This is my vision board and this is my goals. Marriage, love, happiness. I make one of these each week. I do updates. I get locations, I get sentencing, and sometimes I get net worth. Even though I only date inmates, I still believe that I have great taste in men. They're still men. They're just men that can't leave their room. I love dating multiple prisoners because it's kind of like Mr. Potato Head. I can build him into the perfect person. And if I feel like I'm lacking something, I'll put one down and pick up another. So I start with my vision board. I make my way over here to my progress board. Their names get transferred. And then eventually, they're on my to-do board. I think that I prefer men in prison because I grew up with my grandmother. My dad moved to Seattle, Washington when I was 9 years old. I love my father, but after my dad moved away, it was a lot of phone conversations and pictures, and it was a kind of a lot like dating a prisoner. So when I date a prisoner, I don't feel like I'm missing anything because I never had the person I love with me. So it's easy, it's second nature.
So I'm not sure if everyone has seen this show, and I haven't either, but someone just sent me this clip. I believe it's a show on TLC, and this is just another interesting situation that highlights the plight of some, but not all, Black women in America. And the more I think about it, we really are a product of our environment, and sometimes to our detriment. But as you saw, I want you to focus on in that clip, when she started to talk about her father, boom, that's when the waterworks started. And this is psychology 101. Whether we realize it or not, sometimes when we come of age and go out into the world and search for a partner, a romantic partner, we end up picking our parents. As weird as it might sound, not in a weird way, but the qualities or lack thereof, you end up searching for those exact qualities. So in Black America, we have an issue with men being incarcerated, and some women choose to love these men to their own detriment. And every Black man in America isn't a criminal or wants to live his life like that. But if you've grown up where you've seen this, and this is what you identify as manhood or masculinity, then that's what you gravitate towards. And she wants to be married. Look at this woman and look at that clip and tell me that you see a wife. We really have to ask ourselves, are we preparing young girls to be wives, to be married? Are they well equipped to do so? Because when it comes to the opposite sex, Black men, we just say, hey, make sure you got a job. Make sure you're working. But we don't know how to eloquently communicate to our women or our daughters, hey, this is what you need to be doing in order to be an effective mate for your partner in a marriage. But that scene, it's like, when I look at it, she had a vision board, and this points to a bigger issue when it comes to Black relationships, which is accessibility. And what I mean by that is, a lot of us have this idea like there's some good man tree that you can just pick from. And when she showed her process, it looked like these weren't human beings. They were just a spreadsheet of X's and O's. And that's how some people or some women see men, as a tool, a utility, or a means to an end for them. And if that's how you view men, then you're never going to have what you want, ever. Or it'll just never work out. But sometimes we just don't know how to relate to each other. And this is another example, unfortunately. But she, like a lot of other black women, were brainwashed into thinking, like you heard her say, oh, these are actually good men. They're great. But I really think if she met an actual good man who was the exact opposite of the men she thinks she needs, would she be able to last in that relationship with a guy that was not like that? Interesting. Please like, follow, and subscribe for more.